What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be going over stablecoin dominance. We're going to be going over the stablecoin dominance plus Bitcoin dominance. Then we're going to be, checking out Bitcoin dominance on its own. Some other little charts, just kind of, you know, reiterating how important this coming up week is. And so, if you like today's video, please drop a like, hit that sub button, and leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I really appreciate it. So right here we got the stablecoin dominance chart on the daily, and if you can see, we've been bouncing back and forth with this red dot, green dot rhetoric. So a bunch of BS essentially, red dot, green dot, red dot, green dot, red dot, which is, as long as we close, can we close today, below this 200-day moving average at, what is it at 645, right? We're good to go. On this RSI, we've fallen below this trend line. I had to readjust it just because nothing was adding up. So I'm going to disregard this touch point down through here. But everything else didn't really match up. So this is, this is the best I've got for today. We are dropping below the moving average on the RSI. Okay, right through here. So we still have some work to do though, right? We still have to get through both of these levels. Okay, on the smaller time frame, you can tell that it's this is trying to bounce off of these levels, so it's being annoying and ridiculous as usual. So we're trying to get down below this wedge and then close below it. So big week coming up. If we're here on the 8-hour, right, I have it, if you're new to the channel, this 637 is on the macro chart, just because of areas of previous interactions, right? So the 637, right, you have one right here. You have one. There's a lot. There's a lot, right? You have it like all throughout here. You have it through here, right? You get above your bullish. You get down below your bearish. You get above your bullish. Get down below. You're chopping down, right? So it goes on and on, right? I have here. Let me just do a little bit more for you so you understand where I'm coming from. Alright, especially like through here, right? Especially through here, right? We lost it. We lost it right here. We're down, right? Got above it. We're looking to be bullish. Immediately lost it. But right here, we used it as a launch pad for, February, March, April. Absolute dread for altcoins. Essentially everything besides, Bitcoin too. Actually, Bitcoin got wrecked. So I'm just gonna leave that up on the micro. Time frame, the 8-hour, 4-hour, whatever. So, and we are finding support at it again. So it's not the greatest look, if I'm being honest. With 7 hours left in the day, it's just not. I just don't want to see us bounce and then recover, right? I don't want to see us bounce and recover. That'd be horrendous, right? On the 4-hour chart, we've lost every single one. On the 2-hour chart, we've lost every single one, right? And I actually drew another ascending wedge. This is what I do just as moves go, just to track moves, right? We drew this one up. This was on the daily. We broke down, tried to climb our way up. We're making lower highs now, lower highs. This is actually a lower high, barely a lower high, barely a lower high. Coming up, coming up, coming up. Lost it, right? So let's see what we do with this, right? Because this looks impulsive, so we might get like a retrace, lower high, and then go down, right? Gosh damn, those lines are bad. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for this. I just don't. It's just every day we seem to go to the downside, right? Like this, and then just wick like crazy wicks to, just to dig us out of this area. So the reason being why this is so important, right, is on the weekly. Right, we have the same kind of pattern, right? We have the mapped out version of the 786, right? We get below the 786, we're outside of the trend line, right? We're down below the trend line, and we're below the 786, right? So that'd be a very nice area to close below. Is that 628 area? It was down here, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Is that 6, or is it 619? 619 somewhere around here. It was like 619 for something for this area. We just could not close below that, and so we've been kind of just ripping up. The 638 is that we're sitting right at the 0.5, So we're sitting at areas of confluence, right? The daily 20-day moving average is 639. So if we could close below the, sorry, this is the weekly moving average of the 20-week moving average is at 639. That'd be beautiful to close below. All right, beautiful to close below, right? Because the reason why this is so important is because next week, look how this goes over 1 week, right? This is the week, right? Because if you have a candle right here, oh my gosh, what the heck was that? What the heck was that? Can I not draw? I can't draw. I can't draw right there. Won't let me draw. Right, whatever. Right, you got a candle. Let me try to draw above it. Alright, you got a candle, right? That'll take up this entire rest of the box of this ascending triangle, ascending wedge. Potato, potato, right? So next week is going to be huge. Okay, next week is going to be huge. If we're over here looking at stablecoin dominance plus Bitcoin dominance, right? This looks perfect, in my opinion. This looks absolutely perfect, right? We're kind of just, this is looking like a, kind of like your fourth wave move, right? Because you kind of had a, on the weekly time frame. I mean, this does look like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this, it's not a it's not symmetrical enough. This is not an impulse. This is not a one wave. Your one wave came from, you know, it's a little bit more intricate on the daily, but nevertheless, right? Nevertheless, right? We can actually do this if you'd like. We can move this to the daily. Right, we can move this to the daily. We can flip this up, right? We can use this as a 1, 2 right here, because I believe this is what the 1, 2 is. It's like down through here. It's like this right there. Yep. Got above the 3, 4, 1, 4, just barely above it. You can do that on your third wave. Your third wave, you can go all the way up to the 4, 2, 7, 2. That's exactly, yeah. Crypto's crazy. So you can. Right? Came up through here. Where are we now? Right, finding, you know, some sort of resistance at the 786 area, 886 area, right? So overall, I mean, if this is a, you know, 5-wave move, right, we're looking to get up to this, you know, 61 to 58%, even possibly to that 54% area. Okay, so we close up below. I can put this on the, what are we on the weekly? I'll just leave this on the weekly. Right there, we're looking lower for sure. Even through here, this is super nice. So that's where we want to close below. Okay, so we got that. Let's leave this just like that. Okay. On the daily, I'll get rid of this actually. I'll just get rid of this. Dude, no shot. Okay. Let me do these. Okay. I'll just redraw it. I don't care. There's too much going on. Alright, we have the same concept. We've broken down below it, and we're below the 20-day EMA, which is perfect. So yeah, we're below all the EMAs, and we're rejecting off the 20 again. So, and the EMAs. So typically when I say like, okay, if you're below the EMAs, you're bullish, but when you're this far away from all of your EMAs, like look how far they are. Look how far the 50 is from the 100. So that's 100 days, right? This is 50 days. So before you can even like, if we were in a downtrend and I was looking to invest, I wouldn't even think about investing until these started to really get tight. Close to one another, ready to rock. When you're below, right? Something like this right here. When you're below, right, and all of these start to get really close. You see how they're all really close up in here? The 20 will move pretty fast, but when you got the 200, the 100, and the 50 really close to each other, big moves tend to happen, right? Big moves tend to happen. And look what happened. It just ripped for days and days and days. So we do have a, let me see, do we have a green dot on the weekly? No green dot on the weekly. So we had a green dot down here with no momentum. So this is what we love to see. We love to see this. We're rejecting off this 3789 area on this RSI. Beautiful. Drawn and advanced. No hindsight needed. No hindsight on this channel. Hey, if you like the content, if you're getting anything out of it, please hit that like button, subscribe for more, and leave a comment. with some feedback, what you expect coming up, what your thoughts are, whatever. I like to hear it all. So we are right above it on the 2-day EMA, which is, or sorry, the 2-day RSI. So we will see, what are we at on the daily? The daily, we're looking like we're breaking down, right? So that does coincide with the 3-day rejecting. So that'll be really nice to get down below this level, kind of slam down through here. All right, get out of here, then use that, something like that, right? So for the Bitcoin dominance, right? Bitcoin dominance, the thesis is still perfectly intact. Actually, it's probably my best call so far, right? So far, right? So I grade myself too. If I miss something, if I fall off the mark, I'll just own it. I'll be like, yo, it's not the greatest call by me. Disregard, right? That's my bad. So I'm going to be wrong, right? I'm going to be right. I'm going to be wrong, and so being wrong doesn't affect me as long as you can make corrections and learn from it. So being right though is really cool because it just gives me confidence to keep providing this data for you guys, keep providing these videos, and keep helping you guys out. All right, so the thesis was, right, we come down through for Bitcoin dominance, we were going to find support right through here, right around here, just because the 100-day EMA, right? We're going to find support somewhere through here. We found support on the 100-day EMA. The weekly, right, we wanted to come down, reject, right, get down below the 100, reject off the 58.69, and then continue downwards, right? Continue downwards. And that's exactly what we're doing right now, right? We're rejecting off this area, and it looks phenomenal. It looks absolutely phenomenal. We're ready just to tank, bar some shenanigans with stablecoin dominance and market makers on a Sunday, late Sunday afternoon, right? You never know. So this looks great. This looks absolutely beautiful. Some other charts I wanted to get into. This is kind of this is another part of why I believe we're at a at a crunch zone, in a pressure cooker, whatever label or term you want to use, potato. We're in a very, very, very pivotal moment, right? We're in a very pivotal moment. Moment. Most people on X, most people on YouTube, most people are calling for a blood September. Most people are saying rate cuts are going to tank the markets. Most people are saying the Bitcoin top is in and we're in a bear market. I mean, just it's everywhere, right? A lot of noise, a lot of negativity, a lot of bearish sentiment, right? And that's fine. You want to see that after a almost a 2-month consolidation / correction. When we're at the end of it, you kind of want to see that. So pardon me, shorts keep on piling on, and more people are out of the move, right? Because the more people are in our shorts, the less people are in longs, and the markets don't like leverage, aka the the degenerate gambler who 10x's their leverage on any kind of move, right? They don't like that because they make a lot of money, right? So they try to flush those people out. And so what we have here is on the daily chart, we have the others over Bitcoin, and so this is correlated with large moves in all altcoins outside of the top 10. Right, we had a large move in July. Right, we had a large move in May. And where's our November? November, we had a large move, right? Large move. Okay. And so right now, we're in a pressure cooker right here, right? We've been just going sideways. It's been going sideways, right? Sideways, doing absolutely nothing. And so we are above, if you could see, we're above all the EMAs with the 20, with the one sole guy to lead us off. This is so freaking bullish, guys, because now we have the opportunity for us to take off and the 20-day just to rip, right? But what happens with that is these get to rip right through the 200. Okay? These get to rip right through the 200. And so let's take a look at what we were doing this last time over in November, right? What were we doing? Were we above it all? Were we below? We were below everything. Okay, we were below everything, and that propelled us on a large move. Okay, what about through here? Is there any kind of move where something like this, right? Something like this. Well, it actually never got above it. They never got above. Right, something like let's go through here. Big move right here. Nope. Really big move right here. 200 days still all below. Something like this, actually. Something like this, right? Where we were kind of chopping up, going sideways, and then, right, these two are so this is above, right? This is what I'm looking for, the 20-day above, and these two are below, right? Something like this, right? Where we've kind of just been going up slowly in a pressure cooker. Same area, actually. Look at that. Same area, right? Same area, right? Came up, rejected, or came up, fake out, came down, then broke out. And once you got above this area, you were just super bullish. Wow. That's a great area of interest. Crypto Vision. Hey, hit that like button, subscribe for more. I really appreciate it, right? Really appreciate it. And so yeah, so right now we're kind of just cupping into this, and if you could tell, right, we're like in a cup and handle and just consolidating, right? And this breakout point is by next, I mean, you're not going to make it to the very end, but I mean, by the end of this coming up week, by the end of the week, we should see some crazy movement. We have a green dot on the daily. Look at this RSI as well. This RSI is just coming down to a point, coming down to a head, right? Same concept. It is, right? This RSI looks like you can actually afford to move a little bit longer, but we're gonna make a move soon. Do we have? Oh, we're breaking through on the daily too. Huge, right? As long as we stay, let's stay above the moving average. But we have a green dot, beautiful. The 2 hour looks really good. The 2 hour looks beautiful, right? 2 hour looks beautiful. Yeah, we're cooling off. We are cooling off, but right, we've broken out. We kind of had a, because I'm just using a tiny move on the 2 hour just to see, you know, where we stand right now. Right, we've rejected, we broke out, fake breakout, couldn't hold it, came back down in, and so it looks like we're in a three-wave move. Right, looks like we're in a three-wave move. Do we have any confidence of where we're gonna go? I mean, yeah, 1618 would take us right below. 1272 would leave us right on it. So I can throw this on here. We can readjust. Okay, so that's that. And there's one more chart I wanted to show you guys, right? So this is the others versus Bitcoin. And so whenever this takes off, coins outside the top 10 do very well. And so your Jasmys, your DGens, your XLMs, your XDCs, your AAVEs, your you know, anything outside the top 10, right? And so here's the last chart as well, the total 3. I mean, look at that. That thing is looking nice, right? That thing looks beautiful. All right, so you kind of, right, same concept. It's the total 3, so it's everything outside. So Bitcoin is removed. All right, Bitcoin is removed, and so this will include Ethereum. All right, this will include Ethereum, and so what we are doing is we came out, tried to break through, use it as support right through here, support right through here, and now we're moving up, right? We're moving up in a nice healthy move, right? This looks healthy, right? You're not just like slowly chopping up like this, because that's bearish, right? That's bearish. And so yeah, so let's see what we do with this. We're above all the EMAs on the, this is the 2 hour, so it's not like the biggest significance. Not overbought yet, which is great. Not overbought yet. Don't want to get overbought on a Sunday. It's just not enough volume, right? But we can come down through here, bounce off, and keep moving. Typically, good Sundays lead to red Mondays, so don't be too alarmed if we have a red Monday. Just kind of how it works. We have a green dot on the daily, right? Green dot on the daily, down with the RSI. Down with the momentum is right around that 24 level. 24 level. We had one right around here as well. Right, and that led off to a really nice run, So our RSI actually is trying to break out above this. Our moving average is trying to break out above. Do we have the double entendre? Are we going to break through both? Possibly, maybe. That would be very beautiful. We do have, this looks really nice, right? We had the 50-day break above this on August 28th, right? So people are saying, oh, yeah, like, oh, we're going down, while charts like these are still looking very bullish, right? Pointed up. This looks like it also wants to cross above like that, right? That looks like it wants to cross above, and I think that's what's going to take us over the top, right? Once we get that move, that's when it's like, okay, it's for real now. It is for real. When we have the 100 cross above the 200, We didn't even have that on this chart. We did not even have that on this chart, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go up. Whoa, let's go up to like something like this over here. Like a big move like this right here. Woo, baby, look at that. Look at that thing run, right? We had our 100-day cross, or sorry, our 20-day cross, our 50, and then look once that 100-day crossed from this point on, right? From this point on, we'll go right there. All right, sorry for the purple. Right, from this point on, we'll be generous. 142%, 142% move. Before I end the video, I just want to compare that to the November move, just because, you know, if you're new to here, you're new to the channel, you probably, you know, that's probably the exposure you had. So November move, we'll take it from the lows. We'll take it from the very lows. We're comparing it to 142%. This is 43%, ladies and gentlemen. 43% compared to 143. This next move is getting ready to really throw people off. I really believe that this next move is going to really throw people off for a loop, and there's gonna be so much FOMO. Let's take a bars pattern. I want to take a bars pattern to this, because this is good stuff right here. Hey, leave a like for this, please. If you leave a like, hit that subscribe button, right, on a Sunday, giving you some little gold nuggets, right? Other YouTube influencers, whatever, they're just they're just parrots, right? They find something on X and they just parrot it. They steal other people's crap, right? You won't see this anywhere, right? You won't see this anywhere. It's all right here from Crypto Vision, baby. So, well, this thing is huge. Look at this, huge, absolutely huge, right? Absolutely huge. I mean, look what we're doing right now, just relative to our moves right now. Right, we can do something like this. Right, we're kind of just in this move like this. Look at that. I mean, look at that, right? Right, just kind of doing the same thing, right? You just kind of come up, you come up. All right, I'll just move this. All right, you ease your way up, right? Ease your way up, ease your way up. Kind of rounded top, right? Rounded top. Right, start to consolidate up, start to consolidate up, start to consolidate up, have a slight dip, right, and then start to run, and then you get parabolic, right? So, I mean, I'll leave this here, and we can come back and look at it in the future. So, that's what I got today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Enjoy some football. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, so I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my misery with a nice, you know, nice little drink. See us. We lost on Thursday, so I'm just going to, you know, see our competition, see what we're doing. I thank you for everything. Just leave a like, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, whether you agree, disagree, you know, doesn't hurt my feeling. So I appreciate you stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.